Hi, I'm Evan Miller. I'm 15 years old, and I'm here with the rest of the Denver Catholic Youth for the Corpus Christi Institute. And we're here today to interview Helen Abyei. She's came here from the Sudan, and she's going to talk to us about forgiveness. So let's go around and introduce everyone else.
Hi, I'm Natalie Miller, and I am 17.
Hi, I'm Lucia Psinski. I'm 15.
Hi, I'm Katie Stromeyer, and I'm 12 years old.
Hi, I'm Ada Cheslik, and I'm 11 years old.
What was your life like before the conflict started?
I could not even remember living without the conflict. But as I hear from people before me, life was perfect. It was really nice. Everybody had enough of everything.
What role did religion play in your life? And theirs?
Yeah, religion played. Religion is the center of our life. Religion in my life made me to accept life as it is, to be happy for the others, to help the needy and the poor.
When did the conflict start?
The conflict first started in the first one started in 1955, and then the war went on for 17 years. Then peace was signed in 1972, and peace went on for 11 years, and 1983 the war broke out again. And the last war went on for 21 years until peace was signed in 2005. The first 17 years war, we lost 1,500,000 people. The last 21 years war, we lost about 3 million people and 5 million displaced, scattered all around the world.
So what does it mean to be Catholic in South Sudan?
Wow, to be Catholic in South Sudan means to be, it's proud to be Catholic. You feel good when you say that I'm a Catholic, because the Catholic Church in the South and even in the North is playing a great role. It has built schools for the displaced children. It even provides breakfast for them in school. And you can imagine some of the children, they just take the breakfast in school and until they come the next day to school, and then they eat again. Like now, Easter is coming, hundreds will be baptized. Hundreds and hundreds will be baptized in one mass.
Could you tell us a couple of stories from your life during the conflict?
When I was in Sudan, I was working, but it doesn't mean that you don't speak up on behalf of those without a voice. So for me, I just witnessed that one day we were told to be wearing Islamic gowns, to be covering our heads, and wearing long dresses with long sleeves, and we resisted that. We said no, we are not going to do that, and some of us ended up being laid off from work because of that. They do not say openly that we are firing you because of this, but you could tell that there is something behind everywhere. You could just be walking in the street and somebody would just stop you and interrogate you and abuse you in many ways. It's really hard to even relay all we went through in the north, because most of us, we ran to the north because in the north there is good schools, good medical care. So you get those people, all the southerners running to the north for the displaced camps were very, very far from the town, about 600 miles away from the town, where there is nothing. They survive on hunting. They can go hunt, and the small portion that the the non-governmental organizations help them with is not enough. So they went through all this hard life in the camps. Some of them died because of no medical care. Malaria could just be a threat. And they survived all these years, and I haven't seen him since 1995. For 11 years I just saw him this. He just came to us here this December, and he will be with us here up to June for 6 months. And when I met him after this long time, I was asking him how he was living, because there were times that we could go for years, 2-3 years, without even knowing whether he's dead or alive. And most of the parents are the same. Some haven't heard about their siblings or their parents up to this day. Some did hear from them. Some haven't met with them. So I used to ask him, how was your life? How did you survive? And they were telling us stories that are amazing, and you could see the hand of God with them. So one of the stories that he told us, he and one of the young men who are here in Denver, and he was also with him there in the displaced camps. So they said that there was a time that they have nothing to eat, and it seemed the birds were looking for water, and the birds came in thousands. So they kite the birds, and they survived on the birds for a very, very long time. And then after sometimes also it rained, and with the rain came a lot of fish, and they survived on the fish for a very long time. And he was even saying that even they put on weight because they were just eating fish, and they did not know where the fish came from. There was no river, there was nothing, but just with the rain the fish came. And you could see how God helped the people with the manna. So I said, wow, this is a miracle, really, being in the middle of nowhere, and here you have something to eat.
How can you forgive after all this has happened to you?
Yeah, I must forgive, and everyone else must forgive. Those who uprooted us, those who did all this for us. Because if you don't forgive, then you are hurting yourself, and you are preventing yourself from doing something else, something fruitful. And especially for us elders here, we have to teach our children forgiveness. And of course we have to tell them, we must tell them exactly what happened, and at the same time we must ask them to forgive, because a child could be more fierce than the parent if you keep on telling the child that they did this to us and they did this to us. So they would always like to be, they would be more dangerous, even more than us, if we tell them not to forgive. Forgiveness is healing. When you forgive, you are healing yourself, and you are showing a good example, and you want to stop this bloodshed. You don't want the war to go on. And if you don't forgive, then you will be concentrating on, if I get someone, I'm going to revenge, I'm going to kill this, I'm going to uproot them as they did for us. But it's not going to take us anywhere. It must stop. War is, we have experienced war, but we say we don't want it to continue. We want it to stop. So forgiveness is the first thing. Even the Lord when he was tortured, and in the last minute he said, God forgive them because they do not know what they are doing exactly. Those who have uprooted us and killed us, millions of us, they do not know what they are doing. They do not know that we are human beings and we deserve to live like them. So the best thing is just to forgive, because we are in one country and we are going to live together one day. Nobody knows. Even if we separate the countries, we shall live as good neighbors instead of fighting and seeking revenge all the time.
Why is it important to forgive?
It's really very important to forgive so that you go ahead. You think of development, you think of teaching your children, you think of clean water, you think of building the country. So it's important to forgive so that you proceed with your life happily. Because if you don't forgive, you get sick, you get high blood pressure, you teach people hatred. That's not good. Hatred is not good. But forgiveness is the key to long-lasting peace. By forgiveness, it's not that you surrender all your rights or your will to somebody. No, you stand on your ground and you forgive.
On this topic, what message would you give to the rest of the world?
I would ask the rest of the world to put more pressure on the Sudan government, because what's taking place in Darfur now is unbearable. It's unacceptable. We were able to survive the war for the first 17 years and the second 21 years because in our part of Sudan it's green. You can live on wild fruits. You have water everywhere. You have animals that you can hunt and eat. But Darfur is totally desert. They are in the open, they are killed, they are being tortured, and we won't accept that even if they are Muslims, and they are the one who prolonged the war because they were fighting in the name of Islam against us. But now that the same person, the same government turned against them, we will not accept it, even if they killed us for all this. The rest of the world must put pressure on the Sudanese government to stop these mass killings of people. Sickness will creep in and millions will die because of thirst, because of hunger, because of the heat, and it's hard. So the message is that more pressure be given to the Sudanese government to bring peace to the whole region.
Would you ever go back to the Sudan?
Yes, I will go back. I will go back to Sudan. Sudan needs us. Sudan needs anyone who could do something. If you just give somebody a bottle of clean water, it's a great work to do. If you just go ahead and teach the children their heritage, their culture, it's also something. Because in the south, all the infrastructure is completely zero. So anyone who could help with anything is needed back home.
Thank you so much, Helen, for letting us interview you. We'll keep you and all the people in Sudan in our prayers. And now let us say a Hail Mary for peace and for all the people in Sudan. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen. This is Evan Miller for the Denver Catholic Youth for the Corpus Christi Institute by the Rocky Mountains. Goodbye. Hi, I'm Evan Miller. I'm here with the Denver Catholic Youth. Crap. Oh, is it starting?
Yeah.
Okay.
When you're ready.
Sorry. Just so I can start.